Functional perspective on group decision making. So the introduction to the theory, it's an interpretive theory, developed by Randy Hirokawa and Dennis Goron. It focuses on how group communication influences the quality of decisions. It emphasizes 4 key functions communication must fulfill for effective outcomes. It shifts attention away from individual traits to the processes that guide group decision making. It applies to small groups, organizations, teams, and even interpersonal collaboration. And it encourages structured, task-oriented communication to avoid poor decisions. Main components of this theory is problem analysis, which is to define and understand the issue. Goal setting, which is to establish criteria for solutions. Identification of alternatives, so generate multiple options. And evaluation of alternatives, weigh pros and cons based on the goals at hand. And a quote from Michaela Martini says that its focus is on a group's ability to increase the likelihood of making a good decision. Key authors and theoretical origins. So Randy Y. Hirokawa and Dennis S. Goron are the founders of this theory in the early 1980s, specifically 1983. And its response to descriptive stage-based group theories, blend of interpretive and scientific approaches, and emphasizes rational communication for decision making. Its relation to interpersonal communication. It applies to informal groups such as families, friends, roommates, etc. It helps structure collaborative decision-making conversations. It encourages inclusion of all voices and respectful evaluation. And it promotes goal-oriented communication to improve decision quality. And a quote from Gwen M. Wittenbaum. The principles of functional group decision-making can be extended to informal groups as everyday decision-making often mirrors formal processes. Some examples of this theory in action are jury, so defining problems, setting criteria, and evaluating evidence to make a just decision in the courtroom. College students, groups deciding on budget spending, problem solving, and ethical decisions to make the right decision for their situation. Everyday group decisions made more effective using these 4 functions. And a clip from Season 5, Episode 5 of Shark Tank is a good example of this decision making.
Okay. So what are you thinking, percentage?
I don't think that we should go more than 15%. Let them work it out.
15.
We all love this deal. What's important is putting yourself in their shoes, right? So we can come in and say, right, so Lori can get 7%, I'll take 3%, you schmoes can take 5%, right? That's fine, right? That's a total of 25%.
Thanks, Mark.
And then what we come back is we each give $25,000 because...
There's only one problem. He has never said he'd even entertain 25%.
Well, we're going to find out.
Say no.
It's
Unexpected.
unexpected. We didn't even prepare for this one.
No, we didn't.
Mark, Kenzo, come back.
So the critiques of the theory. Some positives are it's research-based, so it's grounded in studies of real group behaviors. It's a structured process, so it provides clear functions for effective decision-making. It's a flexible application and works in formal and informal groups. It encourages inclusivity, so it promotes collaboration. And it's outcome-focused, so it aims at high-quality decisions set by goals. Some of the negatives are it ignores power dynamics, so it doesn't fully account for hierarchy, dominance, or conflict. It's idealistic communication, so it assumes everyone participates equally and respectfully. And it's not always practical, so structured steps may feel forced or unrealistic, especially in fast-paced settings. And a quote by Marcus Sellar is, "Decision makers generally lack complete information, are influenced by emotion, and have limited capacity to process information." Some positive contributions. So it shifts focus to communicative behaviors over personality traits. It makes decision-making skills teachable and trainable. It influenced team building, conflict resolution, and communication training. And it provides a practical framework for improving group and interpersonal communication overall.